Senior Russian officials were supposed to be on Il-76 flight that crashed but did not board.
Here's a summary of the article.
High-ranking Russian officials were supposed to be on board the Il-76 aircraft that crashed in Belgorod Oblast on January 24, but the Federal Security Service did not allow him to board at the last moment. Andriy Yusov, Ukraine's military intelligence spokesperson, told RFE/RL on January 25. The Il-76 transport plane crashed in Russia's Belgorod Oblast on January 24, allegedly killing everyone on board. Ukraine's military intelligence agency did not confirm whether prisoners were on the plane, nor commented on what might have caused the crash, but said a prisoner exchange had been planned for that day. According to Yusov, Ukrainian intelligence suggests that several senior military and political officials should have been on board, but were instead told by the FSB to use other modes of transport. Following the crash, the FSB and the Russian military did not allow emergency workers to inspect the crash site, as per protocol, Yusov said. Yusov said the names of the senior officials who were supposed to be on board are known and will be revealed, as Ukraine intends to provide its findings to international investigators. Air Force on Il-76 crash, Russia seeks to discredit Ukraine.
This post received a score of 4,400, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
If I were a prominent Putin opponent, or a Putin ally with enough power to be a threat to Putin, I would habitually change my travel plans at the last minute.
Also, if I'm not considered and know myself not to be a threat to him, I'm probably incompetent and/or corrupt and can't be trusted to do anything reliably.
There are less expensive ways to achieve the same goal without destroying your Dawn Air Force.
Have to make it look like an accident.
What, did Putin run out of Windows?
Historically, defenestration was often achieved using Windows 95. However, with the recent updates to Windows 11, the old defenestration method is no longer effective. As a result, alternative methods of accidental exits need to be devised.
Accidental exits are Boeing's new specialty, and they are frothing to get back into the Russian market.
High-ranking Russian officials were supposed to be on board the Il-76 aircraft that crashed in Belgorod Oblast on January 24, but the Federal Security Service, FSB, did not allow them to board at the last moment, says it all.
So who boarded at the last moment?
If you look at the wreckage pics and vids, there are no seats lying around. That plane was empty of everything. I believe they may have used it to catch a high-level spy or mole.
That seems overkill. They could have just fallen out of a window instead.
You need to find the mole first.
You think it is one of a dozen guys. You send them all know a plane that is going to crash. If you pick them off one by one, the mole might get suspicious.
Nah. I think they would give them all slightly different information, and then see which of them leaks the info.
That was a plot point in Matt Fraction's Hawkeye.
It's a well-known way to sniff out a rat.
So high-ranking Russian officials were going to ride the same transport craft that carries POWs? I call bullshit. Either there were no POWs on that plane, likely, or there were never going to be Russian officials on the plane. The most likely truth is that this plane was blown up by Ukraine and then Russia spun it into a cell phone by making up the POW claim.
Explains the fake POW list of already released prisoners. Either they shot their own plane down or Ukraine knew it was a valid target.
Any Russian military plane is a valid target. So wait a minute. This plane was carrying POWs and was also supposed to carry high-ranking officials? Nothing about this crash is passing the smell test.
No matter who shot it down or who was on board, it's one less military cargo plane for the failing Russian Empire.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.